Grandma's Pride by Becky, Birtha, illustrated by Colin Bootman. Our family lived up north, but every summer when school was out, Mama, sister, and I went down south to stay at Grandma's house. The summer of 1956. Sister was 5 and I was 6. The back seat is the best seat on the bus, Mama explained while we waited inside the bus station. It's big and wide and roomy, and the two of you won't bother anybody. Plus, it's right next to the bathroom. Our bus pulled in. Mama waited for our bags to be loaded while Sister and I climbed aboard to find a seat. Go all the way back, Sarah Marie, Mama reminded me. Sister and I didn't know there was a law that said only white people could ride down south in the front of the bus. We rode all morning. By lunchtime, Mama told us we had reached Maryland. We're in the South now, she said. The bus pulled into a rest stop and we got off to stretch our legs. A lot of people headed for the lunch counter, and I did too. But Mama caught me up quick. We bought our own lunches, Sarah Marie, remember? She said. Back on the bus, Mama unpacked our sandwiches, potato chips in silver foil bags, and a peach apiece. After lunch, Mama read us stories. Soon I'd be able to read too. Aunt Maria, Mama's sister, who lived near Grandma, was going to teach me how, just like she taught all the first grade kids in her class. Sister and I played I Spy and counted cows and horses. We fell asleep and woke up and rode some more. Finally, we were there. The bus station in Grandma's town had 2 waiting rooms, but only one had benches for sitting down. Grandma and Aunt Maria were in the stand-up waiting room. Grandma's next-door neighbor, Reverend Daniels, was there too. He took us to her house in his shiny black Plymouth. As soon as we arrived, Grandma started cooking. After that, there was always something good to eat. Dinner was fried chicken and potato salad, stewed tomatoes, buttery rolls, and greens. Grandma cooked every kind of greens you could think of: mustard, turnip, creasy, and dandelion greens, poke salad, collards, and kale. Dessert was a big, juicy golden peach pie. Next morning, nobody was in a hurry. The stretched out down south summertime days were here. Sister and I swung in the garden and chalked hopscotch up and down the sidewalk. We played paper dolls on the screened-in upstairs porch and cut out their dresses from last year's Sears Roebuck catalog. We colored pictures to mail to Daddy and waited a week for a letter back. We didn't call anybody. Grandma had no phone. One morning, Grandma told us to put on shoes, not sandals, and wash our hands and faces. We were going downtown to buy material for new dresses. Are we going to catch the bus? Sister said. She was too little to remember Grandma's peculiar ways. But I remembered from last summer, Grandma never rode the bus. God gave us each 2 good strong legs for walking, Grandma told Sister. She fastened her hat on with a ruby hat pin, held her black umbrella high to shade her from the sun, and stepped out proud in her black lace-up shoes. Sister and I came stepping right behind her, and we walked. We didn't know that Grandmama refused to take the downtown bus for people our color had to ride in the rear. We didn't know that Grandma's Pride was too tall to fit in the back of the bus. At the dry goods store, Grandma chose gingham and seersucker for our summer dresses. Then we walked to the post office. Outside the post office, by a big sign, we spotted a gleaming water fountain. Sister and I were thirsty, but Grandmama told us, "I don't want you drinking from a public water fountain. You don't know who's been drinking in there. Wait until we get home. Grandma's going to fix you ice-cold lemon mint tea from fresh squeezed lemons with spearmint out of my garden." Sister and I walked right by that water fountain. We knew Grandma's iced tea was better than any water anywhere.